What's going on, everybody? It is Jake. Told you guys I would do a channeling, and I just did a meditation, so I think we're good to go. So I'll keep it short, and we'll just jump right into it. Hope you guys are having a good Friday night as well. But okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through everybody. I'm not sure because it's only, records an hour. So there was like a ton of beings. It was very scattered. It was hard to basically concentrate on like one message because all these things were coming through. So it was just all scattered. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go, but let's have some fun with it. So all right. Greetings, hello, and welcome again. This is the Unicorn Collective, coming to speak with you about the changes that we see that you are making and we are supporting along your journeys for this new year. Even though many people do not think of your New Year's resolution as an actual piece of evidence that exists that you want to just change and you set these goals and you believe there's something to it. Yes, physically there really is not much there, but spiritually every single year, each and every one of you do have this chance to make this change. And so you are raising your vibration, you are shifting and creating a better paradigm, and you are unifying the consciousness around your earth to be more one on the galactic planes and to be more one with the galactic communities. And every time there is this window of opportunity to start anew and to reach for the greater height, we are always welcomed in. We always rush in on our chariots to support you. Yes, it is like when the rainbow energies are visible on your Gaia. She is pleased and she is grateful. She is letting you know because there is much positive potential that is occurring or is about to occur. So it is simply a miracle because everything is choice. Everything is free will. But many of you are leaving your free will up to spirit, and that is the most positive thing that you can do at this time. We are around many of you right now, and we only ask that you have this free will and use it to open us in, let us in. Let us into your meditations, let us into your consciousness, let us support you, for that is our jobs at this current moment. When you reach out and you feel like you may not make it, we help you reach a little further. We nudge you here and there. We give you courage and energies and very much grounding energies to support you, for this is not an easy journey. Yes, this is quite difficult. Even though you do this in all of your lives, this is a very unique and special time, and all of you can feel this deep down inside, whether it be with your heart, with your intuition, with your mind, with your instincts. It does not matter. Each and every one of you know this, and so we are here to help you. And we are here to say, please continue on your journeys to make this a better year than last year, and then make next year a better year than this year. We leave you in love and light and all of our beautiful and numerous energies. Blessings. Greetings. This is Cyrus with the Lyrian Collective, coming from your oversouls, from your sixth dimensions, for we are not incarnate at this time. Yes, we are one with our higher selves, and so we are exploring many possibilities and probabilities within the universe, and we are acknowledging, for we have been here for quite some time, we are acknowledging and have been acknowledging your paths and your success. And we are proud, for we are Lyrans, and with being a Lyran comes much pride, and we ask you to have this pride within yourselves. For yes, it really is not an easy task to go about being a light worker in many given situations, for when your light strengthens, there are more obstacles. And yes, this is all part of the plan, but it is not easy. But we see that you do not see yourselves in the greatness and the light that we see you as a creator being. For all of you are creators, for you have that golden source of everlasting knowledge and love and infinite energy inside you. We see all that you were and all that you are. And we bow within our spiritual energies. We bow. We give namaste to you. And we ask that you see this. Yes, you may not be able to visually see all that you are in all of your greatness, but you can feel it. You can feel it in your meditations. You can feel it in your consciousness. Do not be afraid, for there is a thin line between pride and your ego that can be the trickster within inside you. But accepting this beauty of what you are fully, for being this higher dimensional being, for coming down here and being in many different places. For all of us have our higher selves, and we see you as your higher self. We see you for all your lives. And if you saw this, you would not have any doubts on your journeys. But it is all made for humility. It is all made to come back here and to start over without those memories. For it can cloud your judgment. And you must learn every single time to master the master inside you. We give you much support, and we will be in careful observance of your earth, of your times. We see you are paving the way to the unified enlightened consciousness that will reach all of your earth and your population. You are creating that, and we are so proud to be your ancestors. We are so proud to have that part in that taking of your existence. For all along, we knew that this was inside you. Open yourselves up, accept yourselves for who you really are. For it is not who you see in the mirror. It is much greater than that. Feel it, and you will also feel our presence. Blessings. Good day to you. Thank you. Wow, that was interesting. I saw like I saw like 3 golden Lyrans, like the the lion people. Like I saw 3 golden Lyrans. That was really weird. Not like in this room, but it was like I was somewhere else, almost like maybe a higher dimension, and they were like around me. So imagine if there was like 3 of them, like kind of half circling behind me, like in support, it was like that, but like spiritually. So, wow, thank you guys. It's very cool. Let's get back into it. Greetings, we are the Arcturians, here to assist you, again, along your paths, along your journeys, as many have said. Many of you are going through this pain, this download of your DNA, this adaptment to the higher frequencies that are hitting your earth. Yes, many of you are actually resonating with the energies, and you are feeling and you are hearing these loud and very powerful energies hitting your earth at this time. For it is the beginning of a new year, so these energies are going to be quite strong for the next couple months. Yes, we believe around your March or your April it will settle down and things will be more peaceful. But right now there is a rapid change, which means a rapid movement. Yes, it is true that the galaxy and the planets all are in an alliance, so when there is a shift, there is a movement, there is much effect everywhere. And because there is much love and light that is increasing, as well as the darkness for your times of testing are about to come soon, it is going to be a very shaky period. But with this, you will have many physical changes, good and bad, but all for the greater good. And we're here to clarify some of the things that some of you may be having at this moment. And it is quite marvelous if you saw what we saw. Many of your peoples are having migraines right now. You are having fevers, you are having shakes, you are having mental breakdowns, spiritual breakdowns. You feel like you are maybe shifting into another reality. You feel very distant from people. These are many of the symptoms that are going on right now. And for these headaches and these migraines, which a majority of people are feeling, just know that you are expanding in your consciousness. Your physical bodies are adapting, which means there is part of you in your neurological department, as we can say, that is actually expanding. Yes, your brain is increasing. It is a hard concept to understand, but these things are happening. For your light bodies are upgrading, for you are changing to be a much lighter being, but more capable of knowledge and consciousness. And the vibrations of information that are all around you. For aren't we all vibrations of information? Yes, the Arcturian vibration, the Andromedan vibration, the vibration of your Mary, of your Jesus, who is around at this current moment, of your Yeshua. Yes, these are all vibrations. And so you will be able to understand and pick up these vibrations more, for they're all different. They're all unique, even though we're all from the one source, where we all need that separate character, for that is how we learn from each other. Yes, many of you are wondering, why have we not been of assistance of recently? And that is because right now there is more of a Pleiadian and more of a different approach to this ascension journey at this time. For this one, we like to make him say a lot that we all have our different roles, for that is the case. And so right now we are simply observing, but we are never gone. We are always existing right next to you. We are always beside you, giving you a helping hand, pushing you in the right direction. We can give you the healing energies, but we will not show up at the current time, for it is not our place. But many other beings are fulfilling that duty. Ask for healing. Ask for your angelic beings to give you much healing, for your DNA upgrades are not going to be very pleasant for the most part at certain times. For this one was in the hospital, for example, and we had to give him much supporting energies because he was having a major breakdown. He did not know what was going on. It literally felt like a life or death situation at times. And many of you are having this, but no, you are not turning for the bad. You are not getting sick. There are going to be many unexplained things. But know that if you leave it up to Spirit and you connect to us, we will be able to assist you. For we will not let anything happen as long as we have a say and we have a take in the matters. You are our family and we love you. And we send you our light. We send you our wisdom. Much love and blessings. Well, this is a new perception for us. Thank you, Infinite Creator, for giving us this opportunity to speak through this instrument of light. For we have not done so with this one yet. Ah, yes, humanity. We send you much lights. We are very excited to meet you. We will meet you, for it is inevitable. And you have many messages about this plan. We are the Shakani, the Sassani, as some of you call it, for that is more known at this time. We send you our support. We want you to know that in your future, you will meet many family members that are right here beside us at this current time. Yes, you have many hybrid children. You have many star families, many from us, many from many times that have not come about yet. But if you connect to your now, it is understandable for the most part. Even in your third dimensional perspectives, in a way, it is understandable if you are able to have the capability of living in the now and understanding that time is just a restraint to make sure things go in a proper order in your existence as a human being on your earth. But many of you have these connections, and they're all around you. Yes, many of you have children, like we said. Even many of you who are listening who may be young, yes, you have many, many children. We are all here assisting you. We are going to teach you many things, and we do teach you many things. When you break this time barrier, and you connect to the astral, the higher astral, you basically come in you have a lesser distance from us, if that makes sense. These connections are quite unusual, so we apologize for this. Inconvenience. But your sons and your daughters and your spiritual families are rooting you on and encouraging you to keep going, encouraging you to connect. For we are all here, and we are all loving, and we are all sending you white lights. And we are excited for the time that we meet, for this will be a miraculous time. But many things need to happen. Many things need to change. Yes, it will be a while from now. But you are building that bridge. You are connecting, so in the future, many other beings will be able, and you as well, because you will incarnate. Yes, many of you are going to incarnate more on this earth many other times, and you are going to experience the rewards from this life. Yes, in many aspects, you are the ground crew, but that also in a aspect can mean that you are laying out the foundation. You are, excuse me, first time experiencing that. Huh. I'm sorry, I digress. What I meant to say was that you are the blueprints right now for when we have our arrivals, for when many other beings are going to make it known. And when this happens, you are going to meet your sons and your daughters and your other family members, and we are very, very excited, for this will be a beautiful time. For this is a time when there are many different, there's not a lower dimensional word for this. It will be like source in many different aspects that are higher and lower, that are usually not in sync to connect. It is like when many dots are connected. That is the simplest way we can describe this. We apologize for this inconvenience, for there is not a word to describe this metaphysical loop or loophole that we are experiencing and trying to let you experience. Yes, many of you do experience and connect with the visions in the astral of your families, and this does give you courage. For we see many of you, including with the Yael, many of you with them are also seeing this, for you have many different hybridization programs, and many of you are connected to usually one of them, but many of you are connected to these, and it is being let out in little bits that this exists. But do not worry, for this is a greater good, and this is being watched on by many beings, such as your blue avians. For this meeting that will occur will be so big you cannot comprehend it at this moment. It will not be a unification with family. It will be like history is completing itself for your pupils. That is enough for now, for we are tiring these energies. We will go, but hopefully we will be back. The Sassani race looks forward to our communications in the future. But connect here now, and you will feel us. Much love. Man. That got really overwhelming for me. Okay, how do I go about this? I saw like 2 different types of beings. One of them had these like, wow, okay. One of them had these like black eyes. Imagine like a humanoid, okay, so imagine, you know how like supposedly, I could be wrong about this actually, you know, I could totally be wrong. But because I think the Shakani, the Sassani are like the hybrid race, I know like they are that, but I think with the Greys and the humans, I'm not too sure. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But, oh God, so imagine the look of like a Grey, I guess you can kind of say. But with the structure, with the eye structure, you know, I mean, like, not really the nose, but the structure more of, okay, that's so weird. The structure of a human's face. So not the big Zeta eyes, like the smaller human eyes, you know? That's so weird. Like, usually you would imagine, like, okay, they look almost like they have the bigger facial of, like, the alien look, but on the outside they look human, you know? So this is the opposite. So that's really hard for me to describe and comprehend. That was not easy to connect to. Wow. That was very weird. That was interesting. Alright, well. Wow. That really dried me out. Alright, let's see who else can come. There's 2 others that I connected to earlier, so I'm going to try to connect to them. I kept also seeing a blue Pleiadian, the same one that I connected to, yeah, in the last channeling, and I don't know why. I don't know. Okay, now I'm just getting, okay, I didn't get this before. Whoa. I'm getting an image of a humanoid in Lyran, and not the feline, but almost like a Nordic look. Not really. I mean, kind of. Like, kind of big eyes, silvery gray hair, cheekbones, like, up. I know, it kind of looks funny. Like, skinny, you know, higher cheekbones. Whoa. Thank you. I don't know who that is, but that's interesting. But, anyways, yeah, let's try to get into this. Okay, there's a 3rd now, so I think I have 3 more beings to go, and I'm at a half hour. Okay. So I connected to a dragon being, and then I connected to a Pleiadian, and now I'm getting my higher self. So, and I thought I channeled him at the beginning of this. I could be wrong. But if he's coming now, then yeah, that can't be. So okay. Greetings, this is Sahir. Back again as a friend to the 3rd dimension. Yes, I was not going to communicate this message and create this transmission, but because I am the higher self, aren't I, after all, I caught wind of what he was channeling, and something interested me. And so I felt I wanted to talk about it, for I see that this might be healing for some right now. Oh, dear humans, how you love to complicate things, and how sometimes it does hurt. But we understand your separation and the ignorance in your third dimensional terms in your English. Like the ignorance of not knowing clearly who you are along your path in your lifetimes. But we are seeing that one of the beings was talking about the different characteristics and the uniqueness within each and every one of you, for we are all source, but God does like to experience each of you in a very unique manner, and you should honor that. You should honor that, and you should love yourselves, for many of you we see, and we are very shocked, but very happy for the accomplishments we are seeing of many of you are mastering your higher dimensional thoughts. You are creating your realities the way that a higher dimensional being would. And we are seeing that, but this is fulfilling your, we do not like the word prophecy, but your prophecy that this would be the time, this would be the cycle of your ascension, of your harvest, yet you do have quite a ways to go. You are proving every single day that this is for you, that you can do this. You're speaking this to us very clearly. But do not forget to also love the third dimensional self. Acknowledge who you are as a person. Be proud for the name you have. Be proud for the personality. Be proud for even the horoscope traits that you have, for your horoscopes really are just kind of like an outline for your personality, and then so within your astrological terms, it is how your energies are going to be tuned with the universe at that time. But you are all unique, and within each lifetime you always have a different set of characteristics and different abilities. But honor this third dimensional life, for this is very, very beautiful, but far sought out in some aspects in higher dimensions, and some beings actually quite miss it. Yes, that is not really heard of, but many of them do. Yes, your simple life can be a very healing life. So even though you are not supposed to connect to your higher dimensions at times, we do ask that you love and simply live in bliss in your regular lives. For many of you are complicating it, and you are thinking you have to be this, you have to be that. In spirituality, you have to be Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, and you can't eat this, you can't drink this, you have to have this mindset, you have to listen to everybody and everything. Don't question other people, you know. Don't question yourself at times too, but it is simply not like this. Is spirit guiding you? Does spirit tell you to do these things? No. You are telling yourselves to do these things. You are doing it. Your ego is doing it. Your shadow self is doing it. And yes, we can talk about shadow self, for that is not a bad thing to talk about. Yes, we see also that it is interesting that yes, he does like to talk about the things that many do not, for it is very healing, for we all have these negative experiences, and we all experience things that we do not tell one another, for we are afraid of judgment. But it is very healing to bring this out. You do have your darker selves. And yes, as the higher self, we do have a role in this. And sometimes we actually do like to see your shadow selves be more of a catalyst to your change. And we see that many of your shadow selves are showing themselves to you, and you are handling it quite well, but some of you are not. And we're asking you to send this healing, for many of you do not know how to heal the negative vibrations around you. Aren't you all light? And it must drive you crazy, but as you are told over and over and over, when there is light, there is no more darkness. But you have these negative traits, and so we ask of you for these negative selves to work with them. Do not connect to them. You do not have to take in their energies. But if you avoid and neglect these things inside you, you are merely strengthening this other side. For these will never go away. These negative cells will never go away. That is not how this works. They will lie dormant in you, but as soon as you start beating yourselves up, for that gives them the strength, as soon as you beat yourselves up, as soon as you make your life complicated, or you go down a path of being very unhealthy, or just completely lowering yourself in pity and despair and frustration and anger and judgment of others and non-forgiving, then you will strengthen this self, and it will not just lie there, it will come alive and it will attack you until you learn to balance it and deal with it. Yes, we see that this is happening with many of you, so this needed to be said. But we are asking of you to love yourselves, of your separateness, of your uniqueness. Just because you are unifying your consciousness does not mean that you have to lose who you are. And we see many of you love who you are. And it is not an ego thing. Yes, sometimes it can be, but it is not. Love you. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself, I am magnificent. And I am not talking about your spiritual terms. I'm talking about just who you are in your town, in your family, in your life, because Spirit chose you to have all these things. So you must honor these things. And if you don't, you will create a harder time. But as it has been said many times, for this is a theme with this channeling session today, acknowledge yourselves, for we see you of all you are. So we ask that you see yourself for all you are. And if you cannot see it yet, for you will, we ask that you feel it. And ask us to give you that feeling, for we are always lying in you as well. For don't we lie dormant and we lie there until you have your awakening, and then aha, here we are. It all works the same. Keep it simple, and Spirit will keep communicating with you. Blessings, and that is all for now. Okay, I was totally there for that one, so that was cool. So, thank you. I didn't have to really release any energies, if that makes sense. Okay, I will try to do this. I don't want to take too long. The thing is, I don't want to channel and then like have it run out, and then because I'll be channeling and it won't be recording. So, okay, I think I'll do 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a lot of information, so I think I'll be okay. I just always doubt myself, you know. Not good, not good. But I was saying that to someone today. I was like, you know, traits of old souls are just like, because Cryon's the one who taught me, but it's totally true. It's like, you know, we lack a lot of courage and confidence. So I'm always doubting myself, which I shouldn't. But anyways, I don't want to talk my time away. So. Greetings. We are the dragons of the old time. We are of great antiquity. Of great antiquity, not comprehensive in your third dimensional minds. But that is okay, because that does not matter. We talk through one that we call Prometheus, for he gave fire in your folklore, and in your folklore of us and your mythology, we bring the fire. Yes, these are much very healing in deep aspects, and very deep healing energies that we carry, for we are pioneers of some of the first of existence that can be recollected, for everything is infinite. But if you went along timelines of the higher dimensional beings, we are of their antiquity, thus great antiquity of old times. We come for we want to cleanse away any negativity that you have, for there is no negativity that can pass us. For yes, great, we are of the calcination in your alchemy. Yes, we can use that. It's a very humbling experience. We do have the fires of calcination, but of much more than that. We can come to you in your meditations. Just like a golden light, you can summon our fires, and we will help you burn away any negativity that you are holding on to. Yes, in your books, entertainment, myths, so on and so on, we exist. And nothing can exist on paper but not exist elsewhere. For your East is quite aware of our presence. For your East is who we contacted at the beginning of your times, for they hold on to our energies, and that is why the golden dragons of the East, and the East holds the dragon symbol, for it is a symbol of all of our energies. For your example, if you could imagine a angelic energy mixed with a fire-breathing reptilian energy, that is similar to what we represent, and it's quite fascinating to many of your peoples and many other beings. Yes, call on us, for we are watching out for you, and we will not hesitate to bring you these fires. So engulf yourself in our fires, for they are of loving energies, of warming, loving energies. And yes, many of you are battling yourself at this current moment, for that is the greatest battle, and we can help with that as well. We can burn it away for you, so you can call in the other beings to help you see the positivity, to help you raise your vibrations, to be more balanced with your Gaia. But you need to shake off these negative things before you can do so. So ask on us on that first step, for isn't that the first step in alchemy, and isn't that the first step in healing, to remove your negativity? We love you, and we must go for now. Blessings. Alright, that was weird. I got kicked out of it. Okay, well, interesting. If you guys can give me like 2 seconds, I'm gonna fill this up with water. This is really drying me out, so give me like 1 second. Man, if you guys could see what I saw, oh my god, like, seriously. Okay, so yeah, I got 14 minutes. I'll be good. Okay, cool. This worked out perfectly. So I saw this golden, like this red, more of a red, but like a golden bellied. Okay, I know I'm gonna sound like a kid here. Have any of you guys seen Dragon Ball Z before? So I grew up on that show. I still actually watch the Japanese version that's on every Saturday. Anyways, almost like a Shenron, you know, almost like a Shenron dragon looking being, but like a golden belly, almost more like a red and golden outside. And this thing was just absolutely huge. It was weird. Like, I saw him on like another planet, like a higher dimensional planet, and he was literally like, if you go outside and you look at the sky, I'm talking like all the way to the clouds. I saw this just like huge being, if that makes sense. That's why I was like, whoa, like, this is insane. So I'm going to try to channel the last being, the Palladian I connected to. I don't know if I will, because that just really tired me out. I'm pretty exhausted. I didn't think I'd get that tired. So we'll see. And if not, I can do it another day. So no rush, and maybe he'll have, you know, more of a message. So we'll see. All right. Cool. Let's do this. And thank you guys. This is probably one of my longest videos, so thank you for having the patience to sit here and listen to me for an hour. I'll admit sometimes I'll watch channelings and I'll be like, there's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, I can't sit that long. Like, that's, to me, I kind of, you know, it gets too long. So thank you guys. I really appreciate that, because I understand. So. I'm not getting anything, so I guess I'll end it there. Well, one thing I can do, actually, yeah, sorry guys, that's how you can show how real this gets, man. Nothing's coming through, even though I still had one more being. I think I tired myself out. I think that's what it was. My energies probably need to just recalibrate, whatever. But what I can do is I can kind of do a conscious channeling, because I was connecting to someone else earlier. And the thing is, like, Yeah, it was I almost said the wrong one. Wow. What's his name? What's the Roosevelt that was president with the Roswell crashes? Franklin Roosevelt or whatever, who was around like with the Eisenhower days or whatever. So I got a message from him on the treadmill, which was very interesting. So basically, you know, I mean, I'm not really conscious channeling, but you know, I channeled it like he channeled to me when I was on the treadmill, and I'm just replaying to you guys what I was told. So whatever. So yeah, it's not conscious. But basically, it was weird. He was saying that being a president, obviously most presidents, you know, are kind of like picked to be president, but he was telling me was that, how do I put this? When you go into that work and you kind of join that stuff, you almost kind of lose part of yourself. And then so it is a program, it really is, you know, but obviously like the whole deep state, cabal, Illuminati BS and all the negative beings, I don't know why I saw a gray. It's because I'm talking about the whoa, that's weird. So I'm talking about this message and I just got a picture of a gray, so there's a gray here that's connecting to this, so that's interesting. Huh. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not trying to be mean to him. He doesn't look too nice. He looks not the best. Compared to other ones, very weird. But anyways, so he was saying that, you know, he made that deal or whatever with the Greys to abduct people more in order for that technology. And then, you know how like they ended up, if you research it, because I researched this like 4 or 5 years ago, was, you know, like they promised the U.S. what was it, like the UFO technologies, and then maybe some like other higher dimensional stuff or futuristic technologies. I'll keep it like that. And basically they got tricked, but he was saying that he is asking for forgiveness and for karma clearing right now. I don't know why he was telling me that. It was very like emotional too. It was like, I'm very sorry, and when you go into this, you're not the same. Who I am now is not who I was. I am having a deep clearing right now, because that's how some beings have it. And he was asking for forgiveness and to basically clear karma, because how do you clear karma? It's forgiveness, you know. So that was very interesting. He was just saying that he wasn't really himself. He didn't have his full consciousness. He was kind of programmed. So that's why it happened, and it took a very negative point. But now he's working with the positive grades, I believe. And that's just what I'm being told, you know. I could be wrong. But now he's working with the positive grades to make more of a positive impact. But there's a lot of karma. Okay, so I'm kind of channeling now. So there's a lot of karma that is in the way. And basically he's asking for this to be lowered. So, okay, it's so fascinating. I'm getting that there's grays. I'm sorry, I'm kind of mumbling. This is all coming right now. So some of the grays want to connect to us, but there's a lot of karma from past times that needs to be cleared for them to fully communicate with us. And because not all of them are positive, they're all being affected by it. Like the positive ones are still being affected by it. So it's almost like, whoa, him and the grays are asking for karma forgiveness right now, for a release. So yeah, very weird. Very interesting. So wow. Well, this was really long, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Who knows? I might go back and watch it later. I mean, I have to type it, you know, like, but I usually will skip and then try to get a name or whatever, so we'll see. But okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I still have to go get dinner and do other things, so have a good night, guys. Thank you for listening. I will probably be back with a reading or something tomorrow, maybe. I do have some plans for the first time in half a year, but we'll see. So thank you guys, blessings, much love. I hope this really helped you guys. I'm really tired, so I hope I got a lot of good information out. So it was all worth it, all for you guys. So all right, y'all, thank you. Oh yeah, and then well, not an announcement, but someone pitched something to me today. I had a conversation with this lady named Una, really, really nice, and basically, I don't know, I'm on the fence with this. I'm not going towards this right now, but she was like, you know, because you don't have a job right now, instead of looking for a part-time job, maybe put a donate button, a donate box on your YouTube channel, you know, so you can kind of get something from this, you know. And so I'm like, I'm on the fence with that. I don't know, because like I'm not gonna like charge you guys for things for this, you know. But it's like if there's a donate thing, and I wouldn't ever say, hey, please do this, you know. Like I might put it up, but just not acknowledge it, not mention it. But it's like, you know, maybe someone could do that. That'd be nice, you know. But whatever. So I'm still on the fence and thinking about that. So far, I'm like, I don't know. So I don't know. I have to basically tell myself it's okay to do that, you know. So we shall see. All right, I'm gonna see if I can stop this on 555. So all right, guys.